Hello and a very warm welcome to Bharata First. You're watching FRP Explains. I'm frankrausanpereira. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and share the content as well so that more people get to know about Bharata First. Let me also inform you about Bharata First Knowledge Center, a learning experience like none other. It's your one-stop destination for all your competitive exams needs, and the courses that we have here will ensure that you become better Bharatiyas as well. 26 courses in all tailor-made for your growth in life altogether. So go to kc.bharatafirst.com for more details and register now. Make use of the live interactive sessions that are going on. Right then, let me talk about what Joe Biden has done. He has decided to send boots on the ground in Eastern Europe. 3,000 in all is what he is going to send to Eastern Europe because of the entire Russia-Ukraine crisis. So Russia, the West believes, is on the verge of invading Ukraine because Russia has added over 100,000 troops on the border and on the ground and is just waiting to invade Ukraine is what the West is saying and suggesting. The United States so far has not reacted other than rhetoric, other than verbal comments. There has been nothing more than it at the moment. If this kind of a situation existed, say, a few decades ago, during the height of the Cold War, there would have been some kind of a reaction. The fact that the United States has not physically reacted to anything that's happening in the Crimean region is, point enough to say that the United States is not what it used to be a few decades ago. Not just that, the United States is focusing on everything that's happening with China, and China is the real focus area along with the Indo-Pacific, and hence you've seen several of these smaller groupings that have taken precedence over anything else. The United States is losing interest in West Asia, or what it calls the Middle East. It's losing interest in Europe as well. It wants the European NATO partners to do more in that particular region. But nonetheless, because of everything that has been happening and because of the heightened lip service that we have seen over the last few weeks, Joe Biden has decided to send troops on the ground in Eastern Europe and try and have some kind of a say in that particular region. Is it going to work for the United States? Well, history tells us no. Look at what happened in the Vietnam War. When the United States put boots on the ground, it had to go back with a bloody nose. You come back a few more decades into the future, you have the entire situation that arose in Iraq, and though the United States was successful in killing Saddam Hussein because that was the main idea and agenda, to topple his government and ensure that they put an end to him because they believed that Iraq had chemical weapons. It was later found out that there were no chemical weapons and none of that actually happened, and the United States just went about doing what they wanted to do. Several reactions came through that the United States was interested in the oil in the region and to have a bigger and a better say, and that's why they invaded Iraq and that's why that war took place. Whatever it was, I'm not going to get into it, but the result of that was a greater monster called the Islamic State was born. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi wreaked havoc across the region, and his tentacles spread around the world as well. Offshoots of the Islamic State like Boko Haram came up in places like Africa. Islamic State continues to be active in Afghanistan and they are carrying out daring attacks there too. So, in getting rid of Saddam Hussein, I'm not going to go into whether he was a good person, not what kind of rule he had, but in eliminating him and getting rid of him, there was a bigger and a worse monster that was created in the form of the Islamic State. In 2019, with an operation that was carried out, they managed to get rid of Baghdadi, but then rose Qureshi, an even more potent person as far as dealing with people on the ground are concerned. He was solely responsible in almost completely eliminating the Yazidis in the Iraq region. Now, he was also killed, and that's what the United States claimed, in an operation that was carried out by the special forces. And before he was captured, Qureshi, the chief after Baghdadi of Islamic State, blew himself up along with his family and killed himself. So that was another story. Now, talking about boots on the ground, look at what happened in Afghanistan. I mean, for all that the United States did over a span of over 2 decades, they had to finally leave Afghanistan with their tails in between their legs and give back the country to the similar government that they had taken it from in 2001. So that is the situation really. So since 1945, the United States has not won a war. The last time the United States won a war was the Second World War. After that, they have just been spin doctoring everything. They have just been building narratives of being the most powerful nation in the world, most powerful army in the world, most powerful navy in the world, and whatever it is, they seem to be the most powerful. But when it comes to action on the ground, there is hardly any action. There is not a single war that they have won. Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, you look at any of these things, any of these places where they have entered, they have only left the place for the worse and only left a mess behind, had to go back with a bloody nose and nothing else. Their operations, on the other hand, the operations like the one they carried out to kill Osama bin Laden in Abbottabad, or Baghdadi, or for that matter even Qureshi, have been successful. So maybe there is a story in all of this for the United States to take home, and the boots on the ground in Eastern Europe may not be the right decision, because history tells us that every time the United States has done something like that, it hasn't done well. And the Russians have had the stomach really to withstand many of these issues and to take care of them, and they may as well come out on top as far as the Ukrainian crisis is concerned. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. If you like the content, please like the video, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and share the video as well so that more people get to know about Bharata First. And before I go, let me also tell you about the Bharata First Knowledge Center, a learning experience like none other which will transform the way you learn. Go to kc.bharatafirst.com for more details. There are 26 courses that we have in the Knowledge Center, all tailor-made for your competitive exams journey and to make you better Bharatiyas as well. Register now and don't miss out on the incredible live interactive classes that we have currently ongoing. So kc.bharata first is the place for you to be. You can download our app as well, the Bharata First app, and we have several free quizzes and several other things that we carried out on both the website as well as the app too. So download the app and get all the information from there. That's it from me. See you again next time.